Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're doing something a little different. We are going on a rescue mission. Our target? One of the most fundamental letters in the Arabic alphabet. And trust me, the way we're going to find it is a technique you are not going to forget. Okay, you ready for this? For the next few minutes, I want you to be a detective, a first responder. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to hunt for the Arabic letter Ba. We're going to scan a real line of text and find every single one. Now, to succeed, you have to understand our target. And this is the cool part. We're not just looking for a letter. No, we are looking for a boat with a single survivor. Our source explains this with a really fantastic analogy from Houston during hurricane season. Just imagine a flood, right? You're on a rescue boat looking for survivors. If they're not on the boat, where are they? They're underneath it, in the water, waiting for you to rescue them. That single dot underneath the letter, that's our survivor. So just remember that. Your job is to scan the text like a rescue worker scanning the water. You're just looking for that single dot underneath a boat-like shape. Every time you find one, you've just saved a survivor. Now, here's a really important piece of intel for our mission. The boat isn't always the same shape. Just like a real boat looks different from different angles, the letter Ba actually changes its form depending on where it is in a word. So these are your main rescue tools. You've got to recognize the bow when it shows up at the start of a word, when it's kind of tucked in the middle, and when it's at the very end, which is when it looks most like that full isolated bow shape. I love this part. The source calls Ba a super social character. It loves everybody. When it's part of a word, it's more than happy to connect, to hold hands with the letters on either side of it. And that's exactly why its shape has to adapt. Okay, mission briefing is over. You've got your objective, you've got your tools. Now it's time to put them to the test. We're going to look at a verse from the Quran, and our search begins right now. No, listen, don't worry about trying to read the words. That is not the mission today. Your only job is to scan with your eyes and look for that specific pattern, any kind of boat shape with a single survivor, that single dot right underneath it. All right, let's scan these first few words together. Just looking for a dot on the bottom. Nothing here. Nothing here. Whoa, wait a minute. Right there. You see it? I think we have a potential survivor. And this is a perfect illustration of the Ba at the beginning of a word. See how it has that dot underneath and then it immediately connects to the very next letter? Perfect. That's one survivor rescued. Excellent work. Let's keep scanning. The key really is to train your eyes to ignore everything else and just hunt for that single dot at the bottom. It's a super simple rule that just cuts through all the complexity. So keep looking. And there's another one. Got it. That one is a Ba right in the middle of a word. So survivor number 2 is officially safe. Let's move on and see how this builds. We are getting good at this. Okay, hold on. As we keep scanning, we come across something a little tricky. We've got a dot at the bottom, which is our signal, but the shape on top looks a little different from the boat shapes we've seen so far. So what is this? This is a fantastic find. It's what the source calls a special design. Sometimes the calligraphy, the artistic style of the writing, just changes the shape a little bit. But our core rule still holds true. The single survivor dot underneath confirms the rescue. That is definitely a Ba. Now that we've passed that little advanced test, our confidence should be high. Let's finish this mission strong. We're scanning the final part of a verse now, looking for any remaining survivors. And there it is, the last one. This one looks exactly like that end of word boat shape we learned about earlier. See how it's not holding hands with anything after it? A perfect example. And with that, mission complete. We did it. We successfully scanned the entire verse and used our pattern recognition skills to find all the instances of the letter Ba. All survivors are now accounted for. We've found them all, from the simple ones to the special cases. But this brings us to the big question, the final part of your mission report. Just how many did we actually rescue? So your final task is up to you. Go back through this explainer, tally up every single Band-Aid we found together, and then post your final count in the comments. Let's see who the best rescue detective is. Happy rescuing!